Welcome to LGBTQ Reads for Adults, a video that will highlight 6 amazing books that celebrate LGBTQ authors, stories, and experiences. All materials featured can be checked out either physically or digitally from the Ocean County Library. Enjoy! Author Maya Kababe recalls that the clearest metaphor I had for my own gender identity in college was the image of a scale. A huge weight had been placed on one side, without my permission. I was constantly trying to weigh down the other side, but the end goal wasn't masculinity, the goal was balance. Genderqueer, a memoir, is a collection of comics that explore author Maya Kababe's path to identifying as, and coming out as, non-binary and asexual. Kababe's personal recollections of her journey, coupled with bold, engaging illustrations, make this comic collection one that is authentic, informative, and heartfelt.
In his book, Here For It, R. Eric Thomas talks about the difficulties of growing up and feeling like an other. Growing up as a gay black man navigating his conservative black church and wealthy, predominantly white high school and Ivy League in a way that is beautifully vulnerable and troublingly relatable. Here For It is a celebration, and you will anticipate the next chapter like no other book before it.
High School is the coming-of-age memoir written by the iconic twin duo Tegan and Sara. Follow along on their journey through their teenage years and the trials and tribulations they faced while paving their way to break into the indie music scene. They had to come to terms with their parents' divorce, navigate their own sexual identities, figure out their relationship as twin sisters, and all the rest of the confusion and chaos of being teenagers, all while harnessing their passion for music. This memoir is told by each sister in alternating chapters. You will get a taste of each sister's own experiences of friendship, coming out, first loves, and musical expressions. It's filled with nostalgic photos that paint a picture of high school life in the 90s. An added bonus if you listen to the audiobook, each chapter ends in a song from their earliest cassette tape recordings. Check out High School by Tegan and Sara by picking up a copy from your local branch or using the apps Overdrive and Libby today.
Under the Udala Trees by Chinelo Okparanta is a pivotal novel that reminds the reader of the LGBT experience outside of the Western world. Here we see it through the eyes of Ijeoma, who, in the turmoil of the Nigerian Civil War, finds romance. The trials continue as the Civil War comes to a close, as Ijeoma wrestles with her sexuality internally and faces religious persecution and the expectations of womanhood in both her home and in her community. Okparanta writes of not just longing for a lover, but for longing for a far more elusive joy, self-acceptance and self-love.
Told from alternating points of view, Detransition Baby gives us the relationship of Reese and Amy, trans women in love and happy. The only missing piece was a baby. When trauma leads Amy to detransition and live as Ames, both have lost their dreams of family and future. But years later, Ames's new boss and lover, Katrina, gets pregnant, and he has a proposition for both Reese and Katrina. This maybe baby, with all 3 co-parenting, could be the answer to all their longing. Tori Peters has given us a deeply moving story that will leave you rethinking gender, redefining motherhood, and wondering at notions of family and belonging. Long listed for the Women's Prize, Detransition Baby works in all the messy corners of womanhood.
Darcy Lowell is an uptight, emotionally guarded actuary who is tired of her brother Brendan's attempts to play matchmaker. Brendan sets Darcy up with his business partner, Elle Jones, a laid-back astrologer who believes in true love. Their blind date is a disaster, but afterwards, Darcy lies to her brother and says the date was great, just so he will stop trying to set her up. Elle finds out about this so-called successful date and confronts Darcy. Darcy asks Elle to play along, just to get Brendan off her back. Elle agrees, as long as Darcy comes with her to visit her family over Thanksgiving. Elle is hoping that her family will stop thinking of her as flighty if she brings home a successful, conventional girlfriend. In order to be a convincing couple, the two get to know each other. Their chemistry is undeniable, and they develop a genuine liking for one another. As the end of their contract draws near, Will the stars align for the fake couple to overcome their differences and be together? Enjoy Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellafleur, a lighthearted rom-com with an opposites attract meets fake dating plot with an astrological twist. Thank you for watching LGBTQ+ Reads for Adults. Check out more amazing book talks, programs, more at theoceancountylibrary.org. We'll see you next time.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.